Hey guys, how you doing? Sorry I know my video is late this week, but I guess you'll just get a little Thursday-Friday double bill with me and Olivia. I'm reviewing a foreign film this week, and I've chosen to go with Copie Conforme, otherwise known as Certified Copy. This is quite an international film. It takes place in Italy, and 3 different languages are spoken, Italian, French, and English, and it's got an Iranian director, Abbas Kiarostami, I believe. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This film starts off with a man, James Miller, who's played by William Shamel, and he's promoting his new book. His book is basically about different ideas of art and original versus copies and how we see the two and if there's any difference in the value ultimately between the two and things like that. And a woman attends part of this presentation of his book, and later on she invites him basically to come and meet with her and talk about the book. So they meet up, and they meet up in her gallery. She owns an art gallery, and then they end up taking a drive about 30 minutes out from where they are, and they talk art. And they talk art for about the first, 40 to 55 minutes of the film, basically. And for an art lover like myself, I found all this very engaging. I mean, you've got Juliette Binoche, who's a fine actress, and William Shamel, who I believe this is his first acting job, but I thought he was very, very competent, in fact, very good for this film. And I guess the ideas and theories that they come up with and are discussing throughout the first half of the film is very interesting and entertaining, genuinely. There is a point in this film, and I'm not going to say what, for those of you who've seen it, you all know what I'm talking about, but there is a point in the film where things shift, and what we have come to believe sort of shifts, and you sort of have to go along with it, otherwise otherwise you'll just be completely turned off things, I suppose. But personally, I think this is where the film sort of shifts for the worse. I think the first half is so interesting with all its ideas and comments on art and originality and things like that. And the second half, while there's still that in there, to me it switches to more a focus on relationships in general. Now, ordinarily that wouldn't be a bad thing, but personally I think the film slows down and becomes less engaging, less interesting, generally less entertaining in the second half. However, on a director's level, I think this is quite a fascinating, quite a creative film, and usually saying that there's use of reflection wouldn't be anything special, but the director here sort of makes it, does use it in a special way, I suppose, if you ask me personally, and it's hard to put into words. There's just a lot of scenes where you will get multiple perspectives or multiple characters all in the shot with but still being able to make them close-up shots. You'll know what I mean if you see the film. But in my opinion, it's quite creatively shot, and that's always a plus for me. Ultimately, now I'm sure there's plenty of you out there, and I know that there's plenty of you out there that have theories on this shift in the film, and have theories on taking the theories that they speak of copy versus original, actually into the plot of the film itself, and you have your own. I don't have many of those theories, to be honest. I didn't pick up on much of that. I've seen the film twice now, and I didn't pick up on much of that. So the second half leaves me not cold, but it leaves a lot to be desired. So it's pretty much a mixed bag. I know that was a lot to throw at you right then, and a lot of blah 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 blah. But nonetheless, it is a mixed bag. I would check it out if you're an art lover. I would definitely check it out. There are interesting things here. If you're a fan of Juliette Binoche, well, obviously you're going to want to see it anyway. She does give quite a nice performance, but ultimately I felt a bit disappointed with it. Anyway, do with that what you will. I hope you keep an eye out for Olivia's video tomorrow, and hopefully next week I will be back on track with a Monday review. I had some issues with my internet, and that's why it didn't happen. But yeah, anyway, that's it for me this week, guys. Cheers.